So I came across this post yesterday, and it was of this guy talking about how he thinks that having a girlfriend isn't for him because he doesn't know how to communicate across the fact that he wants to spend 2 days not talking. Of course, in this man's case, it is actually a metaphor for somebody, wanting a lot of quiet time. And it got me thinking about how, for some reason, men think that women are mind readers. Don't worry, there are women who think that men are mind readers too, but I'm focusing on the post that I saw. I feel like all this women's intuition stuff kind of got a lot of men thinking that they don't have to actually tell women things like, oh, women's intuition, nurturing spirit, etc. No, you still have to say things that you want to happen to your woman in order for them to happen. Like, you're so worried, like, oh, they don't understand. Like, you don't say it directly enough. It needs to be clear and direct. Like, remember, you're dealing with the gender who will put you in the friend zone if you do not directly ask them out. Yes, like, I will head back to the topic at hand in a minute. But remember, in order to get a woman to go out with you, you actually have to say, hi, I think you're pretty and I'm interested in taking you out on a date. The men who don't say this are the men who don't get dates. The men who are too afraid of being rejected by this are the men who don't get dates. So now we can extrapolate that to this situation. If you do not say directly, honey, there is something that I am dealing with that has nothing to do with you, and I would like time to think about this. Yeah, by myself, then, like, do not expect her to leave you alone. You're See how clear and direct that is without you having to detail the problem because you said that you didn't want to share. So we have the reason why, an issue that you don't want to share. We have the what, time to self. We have the we've settled the fear of, does it concern you? Now, if your babes disturbs you after that, you can say, now you are well within your right to be upset. But until you have explained it that clearly, clear like a window clear, okay? Until you have explained it that clearly, then to be quite honest, no, you're not within your right. It's like, imagine when like kids come back from school, right? And they're a little grumpy. So they start throwing their like little book bag and stuff everywhere and they slump in the chair. Yeah, that's what you look like. You may not realize it, guys, but that's actually what you look like when you try and come in, and instead of asking for quiet, you just randomly expect that the person who talks to you every day is going to just, oh, right, he came in and he came in with a frown on his face, so obviously I'm not going to ask him how he is, even though literally everyone would do that. Even a friend that's a guy would probably ask you, like, bro, Wagwan, what's going on? Because your face doesn't normally look like that. I mean, nurturing spirit and all. Everyone loves going on about the nurturing spirit. When the nurturing spirit is showing itself nurturing, you're getting upset. Like, well, you've got to ask for what you want. That's literally it. Like, if you don't ask for what you want, don't expect to get what you want. Yeah. Like, if you asked directly and clearly, then you will get what you want, or you will find out that your partner does not respect your boundaries, or she thinks she's Captain Save a nigga. If it doesn't work, tell that woman again, just one more time, and then, like, if that doesn't work, then you just start. Well, you quiet until you don't have to be. However, that's the thing. It just has to be clear, clear. Now there are a lot of women who aren't clear as well. to be quite honest. I think that most people just really struggle with that whole being direct. Everyone's so worried about hurting people's feelings that they don't realize that if people don't know why you're doing what you're doing, then you're hurting their feelings. Like if you just come in and you don't say anything to anyone and you're just moping all around the place, why would somebody leave you alone? That doesn't even sound like it makes sense. Yeah, you want someone to leave you alone, you have to give them a reason to. I mean, you have to tell them. And so it's almost like they subconsciously start doing destructive towards the relationship behavior to get that time and space that they needed when all they had to do was say it as they came in. You say you need space, you need time, people give you space and time. If you don't, especially if you're a little bit frustrated in the back of your mind by the assumption that they are not going to give you space and time, well, they ain't gonna give you space and time. The point is, we are all grown. We all need to open our mouths and speak when we want something, or we're not gonna get that thing. More times the problem does not persist, but if the problem persists, you are well within your right to take appropriate actions. What would the appropriate action be in that case? Well, saying that I've told you what I need, and so I'm taking that time whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. Like, what if a cheater uses it? Like, well, if you thought that your man was cheating, then he's probably already cheating. I'm so sorry. That's why I don't worry about things like that, because the only time you're really going to think it is if you think that that's already happening. But this video is mainly like for guys to open their mouths, really. You're not five. You have to say what you need. You can't throw a tantrum. And for women, it's like if he asks to be left alone, yes, just for those few hours. Yeah, okay, fine. Leave him alone. He's not going anywhere. Good God. Go call your friends, man. But you have to ask to be left alone. And anywho, it should be clear by now what I'm saying. Okay. Bye.